Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Season 2 alumnus Sofronio Vasquez of Taweging Tangalan comes from Ozamis Misamis Occidental. Therefore, he probably knows the Bisaya word puhan, which means someday or God willing. He is an example of puhan fulfilled in his life today. Being the first grand champion from the Philippines and Asia on The Voice USA is a testament to the power of dreaming big and having unshakable confidence that anything is possible with hard work and dedication. Since his triumphant return to the Philippines in the first week of this month after his victory in The Voice USA Season 26 in December, Sofronio has been inundated with appreciation, pleasure, and recognition. Whoever he is, even OPM greats are pleased with him. He finds it strange to be chatting with Regine Velasquez, Gary Valenciano, and Ogie Alcacid, three renowned figures in OPM whom he used to admire from afar. The joy of playing beside these legends is immeasurable for vocalists of the younger generation. Developing true relationships with them offstage is much more meaningful. Ogie, one of the veteran artists who have been giving Sofronio advice, told him to pray constantly, and Sofronio loved that. "It's so easy, I only needed to send a quick note, but wow, I'm blown away. Nasa Kailangang mag pray. When you are uncertain, you turn to prayer. You offer your prayers with joy." He pondered that praying was necessary for unity and celebration. After winning The Voice USA, he has made it a point to say that ABS-CBN, and especially its Showtime, is where he really belongs. Emotions ran high as he made his first ABS-CBN appearance after returning to the Philippines. He openly confessed, "I came back crying on an episode of Kapamilya chat. No nandon ako sa Studio B, which used to be my workplace. Kumbaga dun ako nagko-coach, tapos bumalik ako as a performer na ang sarap sa pakiramdam." He still can't believe how his adventure has turned out, and there were moments when he would zone out. He seems to be in a dream state, completely oblivious to how far he has gone. Everything is so incredible. Everything that Sofronio dreamed of 6 years ago when he first entered singing contests on TV has come true, the champion title, singing with his musical inspirations. When you decide not to give up, you succeed, and Sofronio is live proof of that. He entered almost every singing contest he could find before finally breaking through. His upbringing in a low-income household and neighborhood in Ozamis, it turns out, is the source of his dogged persistence. He had a clear awareness of life's harsh truths at a young age, including resource scarcity and the fact that his family situation could not be changed by chance or magic. He would need to have grand ambitions and act decisively if he wanted to achieve them. Where ako na for you to get those things that you really aspire in life, you have to do the hard work, he pointed out. We squatted. Wow, I just realized that there are several of our chapters that are missing subtitles. We hid the doomy as we lowered the tubig sa dagat, then we lowered ourselves. And I'm really honored to have that opportunity because ultimately the Philippines is the best, huh? Then my ambisyoso will be recorded. I said, I really need to get married. You should never think negatively, even if he said the word ambisyoso has a bad meaning. A positive ambition should constantly be maintained, he went on to say. However, entering Manila was no less difficult than his ordeals in the region. Among Sofronio's many disappointments was his failure to win any of the singing contests he entered. Following his loss on Taweging Tangalan, he decided that going back to his hometown wouldn't be good for his career as a musician, so he contacted the producers of It's Showtime and requested if he could be hired. His only option was to serve as an outspoken mentor to TNT candidates. However, the title of coach made him feel out of place as he preferred to think of himself more as a mentor who could impart wisdom gained from his own experiences. One of the most important things he took away from his experience competing in local singing contests to The Voice USA was the realization that flawless performances aren't necessary. The pain and sadness that accompanied each rejection is something he freely acknowledges. However, he learned to pick himself up after each fall until he chose to quit trying altogether. After leaving the Philippines to pursue a career in dentistry, he earned a DDS degree from Misamis University in 2015. Sofronio put his aspirations of becoming a musician on hold. But then he felt a pull from the universe that brought him full circle, and he ended up at the Voice USA Season 26 auditions. His performance on The Voice USA finale, A Million Dreams, was just perfect. He crafted his own narrative with his skill and dogged persistence. After finishing in second place or even losing before, he triumphantly brought honor to the Philippines by becoming the first Filipino and Asian champion of the event. The bizarre moment of his announcement as the winner is something Sofronio remembers well. It was as if everything he had been through had flashed before his eyes. Lost in his fantasy, he became completely absorbed. Coach Michael Bublé, a famous balladeer, clasped his face and urged, "Be present." That was the only thing that jolted him out of that dream. "Congratulations, you won." Instead of finding solace in his mother's embrace after a loss, he greeted her with unbridled excitement upon his return home. He spoke softly to her, saying, "Ma nanaloteo." "O and ga nanalo ka," was her subtle but profound response. Even though it was brief, Sofronio felt the full force of his triumph. Without explicitly stating it, Sofronio's words and deeds reveal that he retains the childlike humility he exhibited back then. His next concert is undoubtedly an example of the cooperation and collaboration that he so passionately believes in, and he modestly admits that his success isn't his alone but rather shared with others aiding him behind the scenes. As a tribute to the late TNT Punong Jurado, whose guidance and support he really appreciated throughout his time on the show, one of his aspirations is to work with singer-composer Ray Valera. Since Sofronio enjoys Kapamilya teleseries like as Bridges of Love, Kadanang Ginto, whose theme song was performed by his TNT batchmate and champion Janine Burden, and PJ's Ang Provinciano, he is also considering acting as a possibility. Even if he has doubts about his acting career, he figures there's no harm in pursuing his dreams. Bad roles, which he finds simpler to play than dramatic ones, would be his dream part to do if given the opportunity. Additionally, he fantasizes of singing cameos in moments that call for singers. Sofronio is unmistakable. He commands attention from the cosmos because he understands precisely what he wants.